Well, Landon, welcome. Welcome to Dallas International Film Festival.
Thank you.
Welcome back, actually. Glad to have you here.
Mm-hmm.
And since you're a veteran now, what excites you about being here the second time around?
Well, for me, it's, just being back here. I was here at the first festival with my, it was my student short. So I guess this is my first real short. So it's really nice to kind of have Dallas. I feel like Dallas has been a supporter of me for a while. So, I mean, it's just nice to be back here and see all these people again that I haven't seen in a while. And the Angelica too, like it's all getting familiar. This is only the second time I've ever been here, so it's a nice excuse to come.
What's the scoop on Delmar?
Well, it's just a little 2.5 minute short. It's shorter than this conversation has been already. So if you don't like it, it's over quickly. And it's about a little boy whose name is Delmar, and he's building a machine. And then what that machine ends up doing surprises even him, I'd say. And if I say any more, then that negates the point of seeing the film, I'd say. So go find it, America.
Understandably. 2.5 minutes. How intentional was that, and how do you keep it? How do you keep a story to that frame and still be able to get the point across?
Well, I guess we realized we intended it to be a little longer. It actually was conceived as kind of my contribution to this series of one-shot short anthologies that kind of didn't come to pass. So I still wanted to make the idea. So no matter what, it was always going to be based on one punchline. And so as we made the film, it just became clear that anything that wasn't directly related to that punchline was just kind of fat that didn't need to be there. So we just kept kind of cutting the movie down, and eventually where we got it to where it was super tight, it was only 2 minutes and 22 seconds. So for a while we were wondering if that really made it a movie, but it really was the best cut of it there was. So that's the one we decided to just start putting out there, and people seem to be responding to it, so I think we made the right call. But yeah, it's super short. It's actually making me want to make really short shorts from now on and just see how tight I can make them and just try to make things that are 6 minutes or less for a while.
Okay, kind of analogous to technology, making everything smaller,
yeah,
and faster. Gotcha. And at this festival, we've seen dark movies that have funny behind-the-scenes stories. We've seen funny movies with painful behind-the-scenes stories. What's the behind-the-scenes story on Delmar?
Yeah, this is one of the funny movies with painful behind-the-scenes stories. It is the star of our movie was a 5-year-old child when we filmed it, and when we first met him, we really he was very focused, which was going to be important for how we wanted to shoot the movie. And when we got to the set, he decided he was going to be 5 years old after all, and just became difficult to work with, which I guess should have been expected. But it, to a large degree, I think he might have been actually deliberately testing me. But he would not be anywhere you needed him to be. He would usually be the exact opposite place. In fact, any shot in the finished film where you don't see his legs, I'm holding him in place so he doesn't leave his mark or just run off frame altogether. Most of the shots that are in the finished film also, he doesn't know the camera's rolling, because if he was aware, he would just start mugging or doing whatever he wanted. And it was tough. He was running around trying to ruin everything, which I guess, we should have known was going to happen. And so it just took a while to adapt to it. But once we did, we just, kind of reevaluated how we were going to make the movie and figured out how to adapt to him. At one point, we were actually thinking about just turning it into a documentary called Landon versus Children, where I try to get this kid to do things, and he makes my head explode.
Now that you've survived this ordeal, how will this change up your approach to working with child actors, if you allow that to happen?
There's no kids in the next short. There was, no, and I had an idea for something and realized there were going to be kids involved and decided, maybe not going to make that one. So I think I'm done with kids for a while.
Fair enough. And for our viewers tuning in, what websites can they go to learn more about you, learn more about this project?
You know, I actually am not all that online, to tell you the truth. You can see, I guess, the festivals we've been in, which thus far we were at South by Southwest, and now we're here, and we've got a few more coming up. So you can check us out at the Nashville Film Festival, Sonoma Film Festival. We'll be at Maryland Film Festival. But yeah, it's just, I guess I figured with a movie so short, I didn't need to necessarily have a website for it, but we will be putting it online, I think, this summer. So I would say check out Delmar Builds a Machine. Just look for it. We'll find it. Use that Google search.
Good stuff. And Landon, thanks for taking time out of your day to visit with us.
Oh no, thanks for having me. This was fun.
Good times.